Welcome to the Banana Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. Michael Jordan, goddamn, setting a fire to this current era of NBA players, eviscerating load management. Now, people have been souring on the NBA over the last decade plus for a bevy of reasons. Whether it's the style of play, three-point free throw, three-point free throw, three-point layup, drive and kick, eliminating the mid-range game, eliminating ball movement, eliminating basketball. We have defense, or should I say the lack thereof defense, the lack of competition, night in and night out. Players get on the laying to the rim. We have the officiating problem. Players getting over 20 free throws per game. Shooting 24 free throws in a game. Flopping, flailing, not getting touched, barely getting touched. Whistle blown. We have sports betting lurking in the back of many people's minds saying, you know what? Maybe this outcome is getting a little distorted thanks to the referees. Maybe this outcome is getting pushed in a certain direction thanks to the referees, but nothing quite gets spoken about like the lack of defense and load managing. Whether it's LeBron, whether it's Kawhi, whether it's Embiid, load management has been a big focus on NBA basketball over the last 10 years. And Michael Jordan speaks about it yesterday on NBA on NBC. Let's hear what Michael Jordan had to say about load management.
The term load management has become such a hot button in the NBA.
How I know you were going to talk about that one?
Because you played 80 games a lot. You played 82. What do you think of when you hear the term load management thrown around?
It shouldn't be needed, first and foremost. You know, I never wanted to miss a game because it was an opportunity to prove. It was something that I felt like, the fans are there to watch me play. I want to impress that guy way up on top who probably worked his ass off to get a ticket or to get money to buy the ticket.
You really cared about the guy who sat in the top deck at the Palace in Auburn Hills to watch you when you came to Detroit?
Yeah, because I know he's probably yelling at me, and I want to shut him up. He's calling me all kinds of names. I definitely want to shut him up.
Right.
You have a duty that if they're wanting to see you, and as an entertainer, I want to show. Right? So if the guys are coming to watch me play, I don't want to miss that opportunity. Now, physically, if I can't do it, then I can't do it. But physically, if I can do it, and I just don't feel like doing it, that's a whole different lens.
So give me the first time that you...
Yeah, people are spending their hard-earned money to come watch you play basketball. People may have been saving up for weeks, months, few months, maybe a year to come watch you play basketball. They shouldn't have to check their phone and say, is LeBron James load managing today? Yes, no? Folks, I remember I was getting ready to go to a Lakers-Nets game a few years back. Found some nice deals on a ticket. Had everything in my cart. I said, you know what? Before I waste my time and I get this, let me just check the injury report. We got LeBron James, rest. Anthony Davis, rest. Yeah, I'm good on that. I'm good on that. That shouldn't be something lurking in the back of fans' minds when they're buying tickets. Hey, this guy's perfectly healthy. He played the day before, and he played 2 days prior to that. He's played 4 straight games, no signs of slowing up, no signs of injury. But man, today might be the day he decides to load manage. These players have a duty to their fans, and they don't understand that. They don't understand that they're entertainers to entertain fans, and fans want to be entertained. The fact that they're load managing is a direct spit in the face of those fans. We continue.
You came to that fork in the road in your career where you could have sat down and missed a game, but you fought through.
Started my career.
Okay.
I twisted my ankle. And I had a teammate. He says, "You twist your ankle, young fella. Come over and sit with me. This is you need to." I said, "No, man. I'm trying to make a name for myself. There's no way I can sit. I need to get out there and show what I'm capable of. I want to play. I want to win. I want to make an impact." and I twisted my ankle. I taped it up, and I went back out, and I played. I always felt that. I always felt the necessary need that I could never leave my comrades out if I could perform, right? Even if I couldn't. Utah, for a great example. Everybody said the flu
Finals.
game. It's a game.
Damn, being a good teammate. I could play, but you know what? I'm going to rest, and I'll let you guys be out there all by your lonesome today. I'll let you guys fight my battles today. No.
Game 5, which is a very pivotal game. I was going to find a way to get out there, even if I was a decoy. Well, once I got out there, you never know how, pushing yourself, you never know what happens, right?
So that night you got out there and you found you could do more than you thought you were going to be able to do.
Next thing you know, the emotions, the situation, the need of the team, all those things catapulted me to, I'm going to gut this thing out. Back to your point of what load management is, you play basketball 2.5 hours a day, 3 hours a day, right? That's your job. That's what you get paid to do as an NBA player. What are you doing the other 21 hours? I mean, to me, that's when you should be preparing for your next day of work or your next, challenge. Now, I'm the worst. Maybe I'm not one of the guys that you would probably model that, or
I was going to say, did you do that every time?
But you should think about that in retrospect of what load management really is. I always felt like one, it was a sense of pride for the fans that are paying.
Right.
2 is a sense of making sure that I stay sharp. I'm not going to lose it. And 3, I want our rhythm as a team to always be there. It can disrupt that synergy that's happening.
A sense of pride for the fans, sense of pride for yourself, staying sharp for your team. Imagine sitting out back-to-backs and thinking that the team's going to stay with chemistry. The team's going to build chemistry if you're sitting out every other game of a back-to-back. Players in these, they're just not built like that anymore. They're just not built like that anymore. And listening to Michael Jordan last night, you really feel robbed that we'd have these conversations with him and Kobe. Rest in peace to the Mamba. Got him right over here. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Listening to those guys talk basketball would be great for halftime shows like this. Even if they are taking a Michael Jordan interview and just clipping it up, and just pushing it out. Man, it would be great to listen to him and Kobe speak on this stuff. What's surprising me is the amount of people that are actually supporting load managing in today's NBA. Load management has become overstated. Players like Embiid and Kawhi aren't load managing, they're legitimately injured. And if you believe players are load managing isn't working, players like LeBron, Steph, and KD are playing like superstars 17 plus years into their careers. I love how people are killing Jordan and saying the game is so much more physical now than it was in the 90s when players were literally fighting. You could hand check, and it was a much more physical hand-fighting game. The excuse that it is tougher now is laughable. Load management is needed. It's crazy. They pay these guys 10 times more than they paid him. Those investments need to come with results. For the player side, load management, what results? What results? Players are getting paid $150 million contracts and they haven't put in any results yet in this league. Players are getting max deals and they haven't given you any results in this league. Semifinals isn't a result. Conference finals, that's not a result. Winning championships are results. Being an actual championship contender year after year after year, that's results. Getting eliminated in the first round every year isn't a result. Never making it past the second round every season, that's not a result. These players get paid way too much to give way too little. There's no defending this. I was that guy in the nosebleeds, but I was a huge Jordan fan at the only game he played in Vancouver when Derek Martin opened his mouth and MJ turned a loss into a win, scoring 19 of the final 24 points of the game. It was glorious. This is an Anthony Edwards quote. All the guys sitting, resting, just play, man. These people might have enough money to come to one game, and that might be the game they come to, and you're sitting out. Imagine Allen Iverson. People are complaining about Allen Iverson sitting out practice. He wants to sit out a game. These guys are talking about him practice. Not a game. Not a game. Practice. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I appreciate all the support. Fans need to stop co-signing this. They need to stop. As far as I'm concerned, a couple of those players that gentleman mentioned, Kevin Durant, I mean, it is what it is. Retire already. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I appreciate all of the support. Please subscribe. See you next time, and as always, take it easy.